In this video, I'll share with you the 5 most common mistakes Pokemon collectors often make. Whether you're just scratching the surface or a more veteran collector, I guarantee that you're going to learn something in this video that you can incorporate into your collecting strategy. So make sure you watch until the very end. So let's get right into the video. So the 5th and probably the biggest mistake that collectors often make is not doing enough research. If you're anything like myself, you probably dove into the hype train head first without even looking at what was worth your investment and what could retain its value. My first purchases were resold Walmart mystery power cubes for $60 each, which is crazy considering these things retail for about $30 a piece at Walmart and Target. And now here's the kicker, they're generally garbage. I've never heard of anybody getting anything good out of them or even making their money back. I would have saved myself a ton of trouble and loss if I would have just taken 5 seconds to look it up. The following are 3 key points to maintain when researching product. What is the product's intrinsic value? Is the product available in retail? And what is its retail price? What is popular? And what do you want to collect? The first point applies mostly to modern product. When buying product, find out what the product currently resells for by searching recently completed sales on eBay or consulting TCG Player. Then compare its average price that you've obtained to its current retail price, if the product is obviously still available in stores. If the market price far exceeds the retail price, it has been impacted by inflation and is now a bad investment. Wait until the market has died down or supply has caught up with demand and the product price has dropped back down near retail. The second point, find out what is more popular and what is more sought after. Early on, you'll learn what the chase cards of your preferred sets are. For modern sets, that's usually alternate arts or secret rares, and for vintage sets, that's usually just the holo rares. A common favorite, generally able to withstand the tests of time and market fluctuation, the Charizards. They generally have consistent market prices and are the most sought after. And thirdly, what do you want to collect? Figuring out early on what cards you like can save you a lot of loss and headache in the future. My personal favorites are vintage cards. They have consistent market price, are significantly sought after, and they look darn cool. On to the 4th biggest mistake collectors often make, budgeting. It is the nature of the consumer mindset, and most people have been in the situation where they're spending past their budget. Trust me when I say, collecting Pokemon is not worth maxing out your credit cards and going into debt over. If this is the situation that you're in, I feel you, and we've all been there. I'd suggest you uninstall eBay and maybe try to sell off some of your cards to chip away at some of that debt. Credit card debt will drown you if you don't get ahead of it. If this isn't you, I suggest setting a monthly spending limit on your hobby. If you overspend 1 month, take it from your next month's budget. It's not that big of a deal. This helped me a lot and allowed me to look forward to buying new cards instead of grinding away at my serotonin reaction, inevitably leaving me to chase the white rabbit that is pack opening high. The 3rd biggest mistake collectors make is buying the wrong stuff. I know this is similar to the 5th mistake of doing your research, but they do go hand in hand. What I mean by this is buying overpriced product on a whim, like buying sealed packs from TikTokers and streamers who are just trying to turn a profit and make a living off of their content. Another example is buying ambiguous product in the form of a mystery box. I myself have made this mistake, and I've regretted it almost every time. I just feel I was roped in by the pressures of the nature of the stream or the online listing. And as far as mystery boxes, why buy an ambiguous product where 1, you're not sure if you'll get your money's worth, and 2, you might not even get what you want. If you just want to rip packs, then figure out what sets you like and just buy the sealed product that contains those packs. Mystery boxes always leave you with random products that aren't cards or packs that you don't even want anyways. You also often end up with shitty leftover slabs that nobody wants. You'll save a ton of money just buying the packs instead of buying a box that might have a bunch of junk in it that you don't want anyways. If you've learned anything so far, hit that like button as it lets me know what kind of content you guys want to see. Moving on, the 2nd biggest mistake collectors make is trusting random people on the internet. Now I know what you're thinking.
Trading card guy, aren't you some random guy on the internet?
I mean, yes, but no, you can trust me. Trust me, I'm here to help. Completely unrelated though, but do kids want some candy? People tend to have way too much trust in self-proclaimed sellers on Facebook and Instagram when it comes to contactless exchanges, mainly in shipping because there's a ton of money to be made in the hobby, and there will always be opportunists ready to take advantage of naive and trusting people in the hobby. Whenever possible, verify a seller's feedback. On eBay, I rarely deal with sellers that have less than 200 positive reviews. This will save you from having to deal with stolen or inauthentic goods sent to you. If you've seen one of my most recent videos, you're aware eBay is implementing a mandatory authentication service for individual cards sold for more than $750 in an effort to thwart scammers. Unfortunately, for the time being, we'll have to play it by ear until eBay can expand its service to cheaper cards. In local Facebook card trading groups, moderators often implement a feedback sheet. These should add like eBay reviews. Just make sure to consult the group and posts to verify the seller's authenticity. Lastly, always pay using goods and services on PayPal to secure your money, as well as tracked shipping to cover your bases. These are more expensive, but will prove worth it in the event that you're scammed. A scammer will also virtually never agree to goods and services, or claim he doesn't have PayPal in order to get away with the scam. This is a red flag. Back out and don't trust this person. And finally, the first mistake people make as a collector is caring too much what other people think. Believe me, I hid my collection from my spouse for months in fear that she'd criticize me for collecting children's toys or be upset that I'd spent so much on them. More the latter if we're being honest. And if we're being straight, this is toxic behavior and it can only be detrimental to your mental health and your relationships. I eventually came clean and now my spouse is one of my biggest supporters in my hobby. As long as I stay under my monthly spending limit and occasionally get rid of my leftover stock. And who knows, opening up might lead you to new friendships, some that you might have never had otherwise. At the end of the day, what matters most is what makes you happy. And if that's expensive pieces of cardboard with animated animals on them, so be it. If NFTs can be trendy and valid investment vehicles, why can't Pokemon cards? Besides, no one really cares if you like Pokemon cards. And if they do, their opinion's irrelevant. Unless, of course, they like Pokemon cards. The thing is, everybody makes mistakes. Some more than others. And learning through them can help you in growing a valuable and sustainable collection. But those alone won't get you there. There are actually several more important things to consider if you want to build the best, most valuable collection that you can. In this video right here, I show you 5 things that I wish I knew as a new collector that would have helped me grow a much more valuable collection today. If you watch through the end, I guarantee that you'll grow the best, most valuable collection that you can. If you're new to the channel and you learned something new today, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll catch you on the next video.